So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video. In today's video, I'll be doing a preview for the game on Thursday as Manchester United take on Chelsea. If you do enjoy the video, guys, make sure to smash it a like, make sure to subscribe, bottom right corner, hit that red button, also helps out a lot. And finally, guys, make sure to comment down below your thoughts going into the game against Chelsea. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So this Thursday, Manchester United will face off against Chelsea at Old Trafford. And going into the game on Thursday, this game, Manchester United taking on Chelsea, should be a game with a lot on the line. It's a massive game in the Premier League. It's of course Manchester United taking on Chelsea. But realistically, Manchester United fans going into the game, no one's looking forward to it. No one's looking forward to this game because there's nothing to play for. The way we're playing, we're probably going to get our ass kicked again. And I honestly think we may lose this game 2 or 3-0 because Chelsea at the moment, with the way they're playing, they're not winning games convincingly, and they're due a win where they win a game 2 or 3-0. They're due that game, and that's probably going to be on Thursday against us because the way we're conceding goals at the moment and the way we're playing. Although we didn't play bad against Arsenal, we're not on a good run of form. We're not playing well. Top 4's gone. There's nothing to play for, so I don't expect these players to really perform because they're not performing anyway. When there was something to play for, they weren't doing piss when there was something to play for. And what do you expect these players to do now? There's nothing on the line. They're probably going to walk around the pitch, these bunch of players we have at the moment. So, I reckon Chelsea will win this game. My initial thoughts going into the game. But, again, it's a sad occasion because this should be a game we're all looking forward to. But realistically, no one is because Manchester United have done this to us this season. They've got us to the point where no one's looking forward to the rest of the games this season because there's nothing to play for. And, of course, we do have 4 games remaining. We have Chelsea coming up this Thursday. Then we have Brighton, Crystal Palace, and then we have Brentford to end. And if you're asking me how many points do I reckon we get out of those games, well, for the game on Thursday against Chelsea, we're losing that game. I don't predict us to perform against Chelsea this Thursday at Old Trafford against them. And then we have Crystal Palace, which at the moment, I watched their game yesterday against Leeds. They look like a team that are fighting for their manager, fighting for the badge, and they have nothing to play for at all, and they're looking very good at the moment. So I reckon Palace could do something against us with the way they're playing. Brighton, potentially. I mean, they're playing well. They're getting good results. They got a good result against Arsenal. They got a good result against Spurs. So, the way they're playing as well, they'll probably get some influence. But that's the only game I really see us getting a result from. And then Brentford, at the moment, they're also looking solid as well. So, I mean, all these games coming up, I don't think we'll win any of them, if I'm being completely honest. I honestly believe that. I don't know what you guys think. How many points do you guys reckon we can get? Realistically, we should be winning the games against Brighton, Crystal Palace, and Brentford. We should be. But we've seen this season, nothing's that easy for this Manchester United side. So, honestly, with the way we're playing and performing at the moment, I don't see us getting many points for the rest of the season. I just want this season to be over. The players, as you can see from their facial expressions and the way they're performing week in, week out, they probably want the season to be over as well. I just want this team to start fresh next season. I want the season to be over already. I really do. And some people, what I just wanted to say is some people want us to get Europa League football so we can play in that next season. Some people want us to get 8th, and if I'm being completely honest, I want us to get 8th as well this season because these players don't deserve to play in any European competition next season. They don't deserve that status. They really don't with the way they perform this season. So I'll just finish 8th. Do what Arsenal did. Didn't qualify for any conference or Europa or Champions League this season, and look how well they're doing because you don't have any games in the midweek. You don't have that extra game to play in that midweek following the game up on the weekend. You don't have that. Well, Arsenal don't have that, do they? And they've done really well this season. Although they've seen a bit of inconsistency at times and a few poor results, they're probably going to end up getting top 4 this season. So we might as well go down that road as well and just completely, fresh start. Next season, Ten Hag, build a team. How many years it takes, I'm not too sure. As I said, I'm not too sure how long this rebuild is going to take. But we need a major, as Ranić said, we need major surgery. And however long that's going to take and how many other surgeries that's going to take, I'm not too sure at the moment. But no, I'll just do what Arsenal did and start fresh next season. But we have heard some news coming out of Manchester United is, of course, that Paul Pogba has apparently left the WhatsApp group and left his final messages. He's probably played his last game when he played against Liverpool and he came off because he is leaving at the end of the season. It's going to be sad, but again, this Manchester United team have done it to themselves really because, of course, we let Pogba go on a free, a couple of years ago. Then he went back, came back to United, and we're going to let him go on a free again. This club is just a joke. It really is a joke. But I hope Pogba has it been a good story for Pogba at United since he's joined or rejoined? I don't think it has. I really don't think it has. Of course, we know he's a quality player. We know how good he is, and he's definitely one of the better players in this team, without a doubt, when he's played in the right position and when he's focused fully on the game. But I don't think it's been a successful one for Pogba. I really don't. What's he won with the United since we returned back? I think the Europa League with Jose Mourinho, and that's it. So it's not been a successful story for him, but he will be leaving at the end of the summer. And also what we have heard is Erik ten Hag will have 200 million to spend, which probably you guys know. And apparently we will be signing a striker. Whatever happens with Ronaldo, we will be signing a striker in the summer. And we also be signing a centre-back. That is guaranteed. So look forward to those. And I wonder who's that going to be, because there's a lot of potential signings for Manchester United. But again, what players will want to come to us knowing we're not in a European competition next season? Surely we're not going to sign any quality players, because who wants to be playing, just the Premier League week in, week out, not being in the bigger competitions? I'm not too sure on that, but yeah, that's also the news coming out. And apparently Harry Maguire would also potentially be dropped of captaincy next season under Erik ten Hag as well, so maybe that's something to look forward to and boost the team going forward. So that's the really news bits coming out from Manchester United. The preview, Manchester United taking on Chelsea. Of course, we did earlier on in the season, we got a 1-1 result. Jadon Sancho's first goal for Manchester United, if I'm correct in saying that. I'm not too sure if it was, but I remember that being maybe one of his first or second goals for Manchester United, getting that mistake off Jorginho off the sky and then scoring. And we didn't deserve to win that game, to be fair. Chelsea probably had the better chances in that game, but again, where they are at the moment and where we are, we probably declined massively since then. I'm not saying we were, absolutely amazing back then, but we were much better than we were right now. So yeah, I only see Chelsea winning this game, but it's going to be a tough test. The players have nothing to play for, so again, what can he, as I said earlier, these players didn't perform for the badge, didn't perform for the fans when there was something on the line. So when there isn't anything on the line, what are we going to expect these players to do? But let me know what you guys think down below, guys, and your thoughts going into the game and how you guys would set up. But right now, guys, I will put my team on the screen now. So guys, what's going on? So my team going into the game on Thursday against Chelsea. So I have got David De Gea in net. Left-hand side, Alex Telles. I would drop Telles because that performance against Arsenal was not good enough, and it was probably one of the worst performances I've seen from him this season, or from a player of Manchester United. It really was that bad. But then again, Luke Shaw is injured, so I expect Telles to start this game. Right-hand side, Diego Dallo. When I have gone Varane and Lindelof in centre-back. I would keep Maguire on the bench for the rest of the season, to be fair, because I thought against Arsenal we did quite well, and I thought we played much better with Varane and Lindelof as a two in front, because we can play a higher line, and then back to they have a bit of pace about them, which Maguire doesn't. So I have those two start for me on Thursday. Then I have got McTominay alongside Fred. I think that pair will be back this Thursday. We saw McTominay come back from his injury against Arsenal. We have heard that Fred is back in training and might be available for this game, but I'm not too sure. So you might see McTominay Fred, or you might see McTominay and Matic, but I put Fred in there just in case he does start this game. Left hand side, Jadon Sancho keeps his spot. Right hand side, I have gone with Hannibal MEJBRI to start this game. I just feel now at the point of the season where there's nothing to play for. Elanga recently has not been up to scratch. Rashford doesn't deserve to start the game. So for me, MEJBRI starts this game. You got to give the young man a chance. Came on against Liverpool, and you got to reward that little cameo when he came on. He showed more fight and more desire than any player in this Manchester United team has shown this season. So I'll just give him a chance now. There's nothing to play for, and let's see what he can do. Now I have gone Mata in cam. For me, Bruno Fernandes also needs to be dropped for this game. You can't keep on rewarding shite performances week in, week out that Bruno has been doing since, of course, he signed that new contract. I love Bruno as a player. I'm not going to lie. I do love Bruno Fernandes. He's one of my favourite players, and we owe him a lot of respect for what he did last season, but you cannot reward or cannot keep rewarding the performances we're seeing recently from Bruno Fernandes. So I have gone Mata. I'd give Mata a chance in this game for the rest of the season as well, to be fair. See what he can do, because when he has came on his little cameos, he's been bright. He's done the right things right, the basics right, to be fair, and that's more than I can say about a lot of these Manchester United players this season. So I have gone Mata to start this game, and then of course Cristiano Ronaldo up front. He has to start every single game. He's been our best player this season. Some people call him the problem. I call him the solution to the side, because at the moment he's the one scoring all the goals. He's the one keeping us in games, getting us through games when we need to. And I feel sorry for him and De Gea this season. I mean, De Gea's had to watch this defence week in, week out, and Ronaldo's had to watch his club, which he probably loves the most, just fall apart and absolutely crumble this season as well. So that's my team going into the game, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment your teams, and let's get back. So guys, there we go. That's my team going into the game against Chelsea. Let me know what you guys think down below. And for me personally, I would start MEJBRI in this game. I really would. because there's nothing to play for anymore. And, you know, I thought MEJBRI, when he came on against Liverpool for the last couple of minutes or so, he showed more heart and more desire than any of those players have done in the last couple of months or so playing for the shirt against Liverpool. So I would start MEJBRI. I think, you know, you've got to deserve these type, you've got to reward these type of things. And, you know, of course, there's potential that Bruno should be dropped after his last couple of performances. Maguire will be dropped again, I'm not too sure. Telles has to be dropped in this game. I thought he was really poor the last couple of games or so, or especially that game against Arsenal on the weekend. He was one of the worst players. So, you know, you've got to reward things for these players that, and I thought, you know, you've got to reward MEJBRI for when he came on against Liverpool and just, you know, showed more heart and desire than everyone else has done. So I would start MEJBRI in this game, guys, but let me know what you guys think down below. What players start for you, what players don't, let me know down below. But let's get a bit on Chelsea now, guys. So Chelsea this season, they've done really well under Tuchel once again. Of course, they should have been fighting for the title, and that's the only disappointment Chelsea fans are probably going to have this season. And over the last couple of weeks or so, they have shown a bit of inconsistency. Of course, took that heavy loss to Arsenal, took that, you know, that bad loss to Brentford as well. I remember watching that game when Christian Eriksen scored against them as well. So recently, they have been a bit inconsistent. They've not been playing the best. They got a lucky, you know, less convincing win against West Ham as well, scoring in the 90th minute. So are we playing them at a good time? You can look at it two ways. Maybe we are because they're not performing well. But then again, you know, Chelsea at any time can beat a team 2 or 3-0 with the players they have and the way they play. So they're probably due a win, like I said, like that. And it's going to probably happen against this United side on Thursday, who right now are leaking goals for fun and not playing the best. So, you know, that's Chelsea. Their key players, of course. Recently, Timo Werner has been performing well. And that's not something you'd really say at the start of the season right now, would you? So then Havertz, he's not been playing the best recently. But again, he's a very good player, key player for them. Mason Mount as well. Pulisic, Ziyech. So they got a lot of players to watch out for. Of course, Kante as well is one player I've been really surprised with, and we've got to have a serious conversation about him because I don't think he's been playing the best recently. I think all that credibility he has been lost because he's not been the Kante we know over the last couple of months or so, has he? So I don't think, you know, he's been at the best recently, but we know how good of a player he really is. And other than that, again, the whole team is really built around quality with the back four: Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Aspi, Reece James. If he starts or not, I'm not too sure. So yeah, a lot of key players on that side, a lot of quality that are definitely going to overcome this Manchester United side. So my score prediction going into the game, guys, I'm probably going to say Chelsea 2, Manchester United 0. They have something to play for in a way where they can really secure that top 4 spot this season. But other than that, you know, this United side, I just want this season to be over. It's a sad, sad decline that we've gone through. It really is. As I said, this game against Chelsea, it should be a game at this point of the season, probably expected at the start of the season. If you advise this fixture at the start of the season and look through it, you'd think at this stage of the season we'd be fighting for the title. The players we have and the expectations we had, Chelsea would be fighting for the title alongside City and Liverpool. So you'd look at this game and think, oh, at this point of the season, this is going to be maybe, you know, a title chaser game. No one can lose. But realistically, both teams really don't have nothing too much to play for. So that's how bad this season has been for Manchester United. Not for Chelsea, because their goal was to probably be up there with them. And that's the only disappointing part they've not done this season. But again, they're securing top 4 and then an FA Cup final. And that's much better than we've done this season. So I cannot say anything bad about Chelsea. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you did enjoy the video, guys, make sure to smash a like. Leave your score prediction down below. Hit that red button. But anyway, guys, that's me done. I'll be there for a reaction after. But anyway, guys, that's it. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.